Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Tuesday workout. Relatively quick warm up, but very comprehensive. So lots of different exercises here. Try to follow along. We're going to start off with guys 25, ladies 20 calories on your choice of road bike or ski. And then we're going to get 5 reps of the following exercises. Start with hip cradle, right? So grab the shin and press the elbow down on the inside of your thigh and try to rotate your hip. 5 on each side. Then we're gonna do our lateral lunge and rotate. So step up, out and back, tap that foot to the ground, and then rotate towards the foot you just stepped with until you're down in the lunge position, and then rotate back and try to do that in one step. The goal is step out, tap the knee, back to the middle, right? So see if you can do it without kind of hop skipping your way back there. Drinking bird is next. Again, 5 reps of that. Then we're gonna find a bar to hang from. We're doing scap pull-ups. So yesterday was kips, today is scap pull-ups, right? So we're encouraging vertical motion of the shoulder blades. Shrug up, try to make your deltoids touch your ears, and then shrug down. Create as much space in between the neck and the shoulder as you can. Last one, right left steps with Captain Morgan. We're gonna go onto your side. Feet can start off stacked like this if you want to work on a side plank, and then to increase the difficulty we'll work into the Captain Morgan. So it's steps on each side, left and right, okay? All right, when we get into the deadlift, make sure you hit your warm-up sets first. You can practice the tempo. When we get into the work sets, that's where we really want you to focus on the tempo of the different lifts. And this one has a kind of ascending, descending ladder for reps and tempos, right? So we'll start off with a relatively high number of reps, but a relatively quicker tempo. It's still controlled. Still want you to think about counting your way down from the top to the bottom. And then the next set is going to be slightly fewer reps, slightly longer tempo, et cetera, until the last one is only 4 reps, but it is an 8-second eccentric, right? So this is totally fine. I don't expect anyone to remember these numbers, but just look in general that the first sets, the sets at the beginning are more reps and not as slow, and then the last set and the sets as we go through are less and less reps, but they are slower and slower on the way down. I'd like for you to find a specific weight or a single weight so you don't have to mess with going up or down. Let the challenge today be the posture, control of the body position, vertical bar path, moving your knees out of the way. If there's things that we coaches would routinely cue you on for your deadlift, whether it's pushing your butt back or not letting your knees drive forward, etc., or keeping your chest up, keeping your back straight, let that be your challenge for today, as opposed to trying to continue to add weight as you go through the sets. And we have a pretty wide range, 40 to 60% of that eccentric. If your 1 rep max is 600 pounds, you're not going to want to do 60% of that, right? You're going to be way low on that percentage scale. And conversely, if your 1 rep max is like 150, then you could be probably higher than 60% and still be very successful with these lifts, okay? So in general, the way that these deadlifts will work, let's say you're in the middle set and you're on a 6-second eccentric, it will be a normal drive up to the top, and then 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, tap, right? And as always, when we're doing our eccentrics or our tempo stuff, we try not to bounce it off the ground. Try to maintain a constant speed all the way down. Don't go really, really slow at the beginning and then zoom to the ground on the last third of the lift. Try to keep your velocity constant. And again, the focus on these ones is more about body position, posture, vertical bar path than it is about how much weight that you lift, okay? You should still feel a lot of discomfort on this, especially on the grip. When we go longer on our deadlifts and holding things in the hand, you're definitely going to feel it in the grip. So if you ever get to the point where you feel like your grip is what's failing you, feel free to try to use some weightlifting straps. That's a good strategy for getting a lot out of the core and the back stimulus in this without letting your grip or your lats fail you, okay? Next we're gonna go into it's a run, push-up, hollow hold EMOM. So this is a every minute on the minute workout for 15 minutes. You have a specific work to do in each of those 3 different minutes, and then the rest of it will be resting, right? So the first one will be just run, right? So 200-meter run, or approximately 40 seconds. If you have an orthopedic reason why you can't do that, it'll just be 40 seconds of cardio. Don't worry about the distances or calories or anything. Just go. It's not meant to be a extremely aggressive pace, right? It is just meant to be go out, come back, right? So 40 seconds for a 200-meter run is not terribly aggressive, but it should be a hustle. The next one is going to be 20 seconds of push-ups, right? So this is as many reps as you can get of a push-up in 20 seconds. So I'd like to see a repeatable, fast-firing movement, right? So if you're on the ground and no matter where you're at, the movement pattern is the same, but I'd like to see my hands approximately shoulder width and the shoulders directly over the hands. So make sure you're not way back behind your hands like this. Have your butt in the air when you do it. Want a nice straight body position. Chin, chest, and thighs all touch the ground at the bottom, and then press back up until arms are straight. And I'm getting as many reps of that as I can in that 20 seconds. And then I got 40 seconds to rest. And then the last part is just a 20-second hollow, right? So I'm making that hollow body. And then that's it. And as soon as I'm done with that 40 seconds, it's right back out the door for my next round of running. So this will be a good little cardio piece today that has some built-in rest, but these ones are good for kind of forcing yourself to go even when you don't feel like going on the next EMOM cycle. All right, that's it for Tuesday. I'll see you guys on Wednesday.